You're on. All right. Today we have the Legislative Committee meeting, December 12th, 2023 at 3 p.m. I'd like to call to order. First, we'll start out with the Pledge of Allegiance. Please follow me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. And first order on the agenda is approval of the agenda.
After changes.
No changes.
No changes? Okay, so
I'll move it.
I'll second. Agenda is approved. The second portion is public comment. Do we have anybody? There's nobody here in the audience. Do we have anybody online?
No members of the public present.
All right. The third item is acceptance of the minutes.
I looked them over. Usually alternate with you moving them, then I move them, then you move them.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I looked them over. I didn't have anything, so make a motion to
Yep, we'll move
accept the
them on.
minutes. All right, the minutes are accepted. And then item number 4 will be updates from our representatives.
So it looks like we have Hayden Bartz with Congressman Obernolte's office.
Hi, Hayden.
Good afternoon, everybody. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, so I'm Hayden Bartz. I'm at Congressman Obernolte's office, and I have a ledge update for everybody. So the House and Senate are still working through their appropriations process right now. But I do still have some updates when it comes to that side. One of the first things that I want to talk about is the CARS Act, C-A-R-S. Now this passed the House of Representatives with Congressman Obernolte's support. And what this does is this does not allow the EPA to issue a waiver to the state of California that would issue a moratorium on the sale of gas-powered cars. So this means that the state of California can no longer force people to buy an electric car if that's not what they wish. Especially in our rural districts, we see that we don't have the infrastructure right now for these electric cars, but it should be up to the individual's choice to pick what's best for their financial situation and what they want. So Congressman Obernolte was happy to support this bill. The next one is the Lowering Cost, More Transparency Act. Now this is a very simple bill. What this does is it requires hospitals and medical care facilities, such as radiology and imaging, to actually have their prices for their services. The best way that I can explain it right now is up until now, getting a medical procedure done is kind of like going to a grocery store where they don't tell you the price of any of the items until you check out and already have. So this bill helps open up the market by letting people pick and choose what, who has the cheapest option for their finances. This also opens up a lot of issues with getting generic prescriptions, and this is especially important for our older generations who generally get their medications through care facilities such as the hospitals and not through individual programs. So this is a wonderful bill to help lower the cost of these rising healthcare prices that we're seeing in the state of California and abroad. The next thing that I want to talk about is the crisis on the southern border. As many of you well know, there's been a record number of crossings into the country recently. We see that there was 260,000 people in September alone and 250,000 people in the month of October coming across our southern border. So Congressman Obernolte believes that this needs to be one of our top priorities. And in light of that, that also goes into other issues that we're facing, such as fentanyl. Now, the CBP has recently seized 27,293 pounds of fentanyl. Now, I don't know what everybody knows about fentanyl, but it can be deadly up to just a few grains. So this is a massive amount of drugs that are being seized that are coming across our southern border. And this goes into the ICE Adelanto Detention Processing Center. Now, this processing center can process over 2,000 individuals at a time. Due to the recent laws that have been enacted due to COVID, the amount of people that they're processing at this fully staffed facility is 8. 8 people. That's how many people have been processed at this fully staffed facility for some time now. So Congressman Obernolte wants to make sure that that is opened up to be used to its fullest capacity. The last thing I want to bring up is the Finding Federal Savings resolution that Congressman Obernolte has introduced. Congressman Obernolte has always been about getting our finances on track with our country. When it comes to our budget, if we don't get our budget under control, we are going to owe more money on the interest rates on the money that we owe than we will be able to tax the American people as a whole. So it's very important that we get this Finding Federal Savings Committee resolution in, and that we start having fiscal responsibility when it comes to our federal government, and Congressman Obernolte has been happy to fight for that. There we go. There's my ledge update, and I also like to remind everybody that if you or anybody that you know ever needs help with a federal agency, whether it be Social Security, IRS, the VA, they can reach out to our office, and we'll be happy to take a look at their case and see what we can do to help.
All right, thank you, Hayden.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
I don't have any questions. I filled
Yeah.
us in a lot of data there. Thank you.
Yeah, you covered a lot on there, thank you.
Very well
Tried
presented,
to cover a
too.
lot for you guys in this small window.
Well,
All
thank
right.
you.
Thank you. All right, item number 5, review of CSDA's year-end legislative report.
Yeah, so basically at this time of year, there's not much going on. So CSDA just highlighted what they did as a special district advocacy group. And nothing really exciting other than they continue to support or oppose the Howard Jarvis Taxpayer Protection Act, which I don't understand why CSDA is involved in this, and they've never been able to give me a straight answer. Special districts can't levy special taxes.
No.
And so the Howard Jarvis ballot measure basically fixes a loophole that some cities have been doing, where rather than having a majority, they can now just have a super majority. They can now have a simple majority to pass special taxes. And so Howard Jarvis is like, no, 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 you can't do this weird loophole that you've been doing. Let's clean this up. And for some reason, CSDA has gotten really involved in this, even though it absolutely does not affect us, even though they keep telling me it does.
'Cause we don't have
they
any-
can't explain to me how it does. And
Our district can't do that.
yeah, we can't.
Would it
not
maybe
one of
be
our things.
applicable to cities that have utility districts within them that are appointed by their city council?
Maybe, but
Okay,
I mean, the majority of like the special districts that CSDA represents are like cemetery districts, mosquito vector districts, our type of districts. So to me, it just seems like they're wasting a lot of our money on this, but that is my opinion. And then,
Keeping
you
their
know,
lawyers busy.
yeah, they're keeping busy with this. But, you know, overall, good work. You know, they did some good work for us with the website issue. They wanted everybody to get a .gov, which would have been very, very expensive for a lot of agencies.
They also wanted it all spelled out, the entire
Correct.
full
So
length.
we would definitely have had to change our name because there's no way we could have a domain name that long. Phelan Piñon Hills Community Services District .gov. No, .ca.gov.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that would have been terrible. So I'm really
I hear
glad.
that might be coming back.
Well, I'm glad that for now we're exempted, and then if they do bring it back, we should be allowed to have, you know, our acronym or
Oh, I agree. With the
Something.
and also, I think they weren't going to allow you to, like ours is .org right now, allow you to have both. You'd all have to go over the one.
right.
I don't even know if they were going to allow a redirect for the former extensions.
Yeah, we were working with Streamline on it in case that this happened, but that to me, I can't. It's so hard already to phonetically spell out just the acronym with our customers, let alone having to spell out our entire website. I'll be like, just Google it. It'll take you there.
Just put these letters in Google, it'll find it.
Now I'd be coming to you like, I would like to change our name.
Yeah, you Google PPSCHD and it's,
Yeah, it'll come up no matter like how you put it in there.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and I know we had looked at, you had done a presentation a while ago about possible name changes. I don't even know if that'll ever be possible.
Well, the CSD, we can change our name whenever we want through
Yeah.
just a board action.
Yeah.
It's super easy. It's, if we want to actually change like the community name, the census designated place
that's a
name,
whole nother
that's a
beast.
whole federal process. Which I'm still an advocate for, just because if we could combine Phelan and Piñon Hills into one CDP,
It'd make a big difference.
then we have one data set for when we're doing studies and analysis for grants, because right now we have to be like, well, Piñon Hills is this, Phelan is this, and sometimes it gets tricky.
A lot more work to it than needs to be.
Yes. But that's such a long process. Someday, maybe. And then, of course, the CARB, you know, our fleet, which we're still working towards. It'll be interesting to see where they land on this. We're a little different. Last time I checked with MDA QMD, they set the local requirements to meet the overall state standards for air quality. And they said that, you know, for now, we're exempt from the electric vehicle fleet requirements.
Oh,
That
I hope
doesn't mean
so.
it can't change.
And there's so many problems with them just operating in the winter alone, just weather.
Yeah. Because down in Orange County, they want, you know, starting now, basically, next year, half of all new vehicle purchases, if you're a government agency, need to be electric down there.
How long until a business comes up with a model
Yeah.
that rents out the gas ones and the diesel
Yeah, I mean, because like, if depending on who you
Leases
talk to, the future could be hydrogen because we have the
I think that's where it's
infrastructure.
gonna go.
Yeah, we already have the infrastructure. There's already been huge development in it. So I guess mandating, you know, electric, although they're saying zero emission vehicles, but they really mean electric. So, because they are trying to get rid of the clean natural gas.
Yes, they
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, they started doing that a while ago.
Well, not all houses have to be set up as all electric, even if they have gas lines.
Yeah, correct. They don't
Yeah,
want
so
even, I don't know if you saw the pizza makers in New York, because New York was dealing with something similar. They don't want you to have electric or gas pizza ovens, and so a bunch of pizza
Wood fired.
makers took some pizzas to the Capitol building and threw them over the fence.
protest style, you know.
That's pretty funny. But, you know, we are going to go to legislative days. We're going to work on if there's any legislation we need. We usually give that to our representatives before February because that's typically when they submit things.
And that'll be Holden.
Holden, yeah, he's our representative in the assembly for now, but he is termed out, so he'll be replaced next November. Well, January 2025.
And same with our state senator as well.
We got redistricted, so yeah. In all likelihood, it's probably gonna be Suzette Valadares,
Okay.
but we'll see because she has some challengers.
Okay.
She's over in Lancaster area, so at least it's kind of
Little bit-
high desert.
A little better than Pasadena.
Yeah.
Okay, hopefully next time we can get some more of their reps on.
Well, Hayden showed up.
I'm very
so-
thankful he did.
Yeah, we do extend the invitation.
Always
to
happy to show up to
everybody.
meetings with you guys.
But if there's anything you want more information on, let me know. Legislative days is in, I think March, so we should,
May.
yeah, May.
May
March is
16th and 17th.
SDRMA conference. Yeah, so if you guys would like to go to that, just let me know and I will get you
I was
registered
actually
for
going to be
it.
putting in for that, and I'm setting up an appointment with the senator. And then see if I can get other ones. If you can get any of the other ones set
Yeah.
for me at any time.
So if, definitely you should go meet with, you know, Rose Lisi.
That's who I'm setting up with.
Yeah, she's our state senator and then,
And what was the date on that?
16th and 17th of
Of May.
May?
It kicks, it's over by, all of the official timeline things are over by noon on the 17th. But they've changed things from when I first went there, where they would set up appointments for the clusters that are within each of their districts. We'd go and meet with them. Now we have to do the appointments ourselves if we want anything like that.
yeah, and then they set up a luncheon where they invite the representatives to attend, but the
And
majority of
there's
them don't show up.
There's a meet and greet at night, that first night.
And
That they're
where's the
doing.
location?
Sacramento.
Sacramento?
So I'm gonna get scheduled to be there that second afternoon and see if I can schedule whoever I can in that time to go meet with. And anybody else you can think of.
Yeah, if you want to let me know, like your time frame, I can do the scheduling.
Yeah, if you can do some scheduling. I'm already in touch with the senator's office and setting it up with her. As soon as I get one locked in, I'll let you know what time that one is. So we can plug in other people and I can go just, even if it's just office after office after office, I'll do that.
Yeah, and then you both can go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, okay, yeah, that works.
okay. Thank you.
All right. So that's review of the CSDA's year-end legislative reporting. Next would be item number 6, staff report.
I don't really have anything else.
Okay. Number 7 would be committee comments.
Last week I was here for when, I forget how to pronounce her name. Or say-
Rosalicia Ochoa Bogue.
when she was in here to do her presentation. She was very friendly, presented well, had a lot of information of what's going on at the state capitol for the local public. I highly recommend anybody that wishes to communicate to her. She's easy to communicate with. The CHP came out and set up with them and talked with the people as well. It was a really good turnout for the public numbers too. It's nice to see the people show up for it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And that's it for me.
Yeah, I don't have any comments. Number 8, review of action items. First portion is prior meeting.
Let's see. Oh, you guys wanted to monitor the Santa Monica case regarding Voting Rights Act. I don't have an update on that.
Nothing
so I'll-
shifted on that one.
Yeah, I don't think anything's changed.
No.
I haven't seen anything come through, so.
I believe they were told to go back from the higher court. The court didn't rule. They basically pushed it back at the lower court and said, clean this up. And the city council was possibly going to go into negotiation with the other party.
Yeah.
Was what they were hoping was going to happen. They'd sit down and shake it all out. And what came out the other side, it still has yet to be seen.
Well, and they had the Supreme Court case regarding, the districts, the issue with the districts, and kind of addressed this issue, and they upheld the districts,
Oh,
so,
good, okay.
that doesn't really help the VRA issue.
No,
That's the
Santa Monica case.
the districting of.
Yeah, that's using,
Based on
Subdividing.
demographics.
that's using
Okay.
demographics to set up voting districts, which many contend is unconstitutional.
You're segregating.
Yeah,
Well, it's a slippery slope, because where do you stop?
Yeah.
More women, more men.
And,
Sexual
I can see in
orientation, all
large
that
areas where,
stuff,
you're get- like,
yeah.
because in Congress, we have to divide into these smaller areas in order to get a representation of that area.
Mm-hmm.
If in large populations, it makes sense to subdivide,
Yeah.
but in smaller areas, not as much.
Yeah, like if we were to do that here, I don't think we could.
It wouldn't be as easy.
Yeah, we don't have,
It would strictly be by population numbers and saying, okay, this pocket's this pocket's that. And that'd be the only way we could break it up, because we're sort of mixed across everything, the entire demographic, which is
yeah,
beautiful.
we don't have like a population
Pockets.
center pocket or anything like that. Everybody's kind of spread around, so.
It's pretty nice, actually. It's more the way it should be. Oh, everybody's sort of everywhere.
It'd be extremely gerrymandered to try to come up with one.
Yes. And it'd make me very uncomfortable to try to divide people that way.
Yeah.
All right. And then
Current,
we don't have any current items.
other than maybe scheduling for our meetings,
Yep.
that's it.
And
March
then
12th.
Number 9, set the agenda for the next meeting of March 12th, 2024.
Yeah, provided we're the same committee makeup and you guys want to meet at the same time, same place.
Yes.
That'll be our date and pretty much the same agenda. It's just it won't be the CSDA year end, it'll be the first quarter.
Yeah, right. All right, with that, the last is adjournment. So we'll adjourn at 3:25 p.m.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hayden.